Hello, Heroes of the Storm! I'm going to show you a high burst hero damage shadow fissure build for Kel'Thuzad. Without further delay, let's get started. First, I'm just going to go over his moves, and I'm pretty much just going to read the description because it's pretty self-explanatory. And I'm also going to show you how they look in battle. Death and Decay is the first move in this Q. And it costs 20 mana and a 6-minute cooldown. After 0.5 seconds, you launch an orb that explodes upon hitting an enemy, dealing 314 damage to enemies in the area. The explosion leaves behind a pool of decay that lasts 2 seconds, dealing 146 damage every 0.5 seconds to enemies. His W is Frost Nova, which costs 45 mana, and it's a 10-second cooldown. You create a Nova that explodes after 1 second, dealing 443 damage to enemies inside and slowing them by 35% for 2.5 seconds. Enemies in the center are rooted for 1 second. His E is Chains of Kel'Thuzad, which costs 45 mana and has a 12-second cooldown. You launch a chain dealing 203 damage to the first enemy hero or structure hit. For 4 seconds after hitting an enemy, chains can be reactivated to launch to an additional enemy, pulling both enemies together and stunning them for 5.5 seconds. Kel'Thuzad's passive is Master of the Cold Dark. You have a quest, gain 1 blight every time a hero is rooted by Frost Nova or hit by Chains of Kel'Thuzad. In the reward, after gaining 15 blight, the cooldown of all basic abilities is reduced by 2 seconds. And after gaining 30 blight, you gain 75% spell power. At level 1, we're going to go with Barb Change, which increases the Chains of Kel'Thuzad's damage by 125%. After gaining 30 blight, Chains of Kel'Thuzad reduces the armor of pulled heroes by 15 for 4 seconds, which is why Chains of Kel'Thuzad is first in the rotation. At level 4, we're going to go with Phylactery of Kel'Thuzad. Once you collect 10 regeneration globes, not only do you get instant spawn once you die, but you can also heal for 10% of all spell damage. Dealt while in the Phylactery, or Phylactery, whatever it's called, is charged. After you use your instant spawn, you have to restart over and collect 10 more regeneration globes. At level 7, we're going to go with Accelerated Decay, which each time a hero is hit by Death and Decay's pool, they take 20% more periodic damage from Death and Decay for the next 4 seconds, stacking up to 6 times.
Choose a talent.
Level 10, our R move is obviously going to be Shadow Fissure. You create a fissure anywhere on the battleground that explodes after 1.5 seconds, dealing 920 damage to enemy heroes in its area.
Choose a talent.
Next one, we're going to go with Chain Link. Pulling 2 heroes together reduces Chains of Kel'Thuzad's cooldown by 4 seconds, which brings it down to 8 seconds. And if you have 15 blight, it's actually 6 seconds. And at level 16, we're going Hungering Cold. Enemies rooted by Frost Nova take an additional 125 damage each time they are damaged by Kel'Thuzad during the next 4 seconds. Of course, last, we're going to go with Might of the Scourge. Hitting a hero with Shadow Fissure resets its cooldown. Now, as far as the rotation goes, it's super important you follow this order. And you have to be quick when you're casting your spells. When you have multiple heroes you're fighting against, first you want to hit the hero with Chains of Kel'Thuzad, then you want to chain that hero with the other hero, or you can chain it to a structure. It's preferred to hit another hero with it. It takes perfect timing, and what it does is it pulls the 2 heroes together and stuns them for like a second. While you do that, you got to be instantly casting, like immediately right after. You want to use Frost Nova, and then you want to use Fissure or Shadow Fissure right after that, and then at last Death and Decay. Like you literally have to be boom, 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 pow. Like it has to be quick and fast. I'm really going to stress the importance of being quick with your rotation. Like, it's super important. Here is an example of the rotation in action. That's all I have for today. If you found this video helpful, please give it the thumbs up. We will be uploading some Kel'Thuzad gameplay, whether it's Hero League or Quick Match. It'll be coming soon, so subscribe if you want to check it out. Also, check out our first episode of Prometheus Plays Games, where I drink with some friends and play some random games, pretty much each week. Each week it's a different game. At the end of each episode, we have a contest where you can get a chance to win the copy of the game we are playing. This week's game is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I will warn you, there is some explicit content not suitable for children in this episode. Thank you for watching and have a great day in the Nexus.
No.
Quests and stuff.
Oh, these people are getting pretty. Guys, I got nothing. Whoa! Damn. That's a squad.